area that we're going to in the Disney realm, and it's the Haunted Mansion. And this is Constance Hatchaway, created by CalamityRaine. So Constance is the character that's going to be living in the Haunted Mansion. She's definitely got a little bit of a backstory to her. I feel like, she died of a broken heart. She's a love bug. She's romantic, and she's got a soulmate aspiration. So, yeah. Um, I just kind of have this feeling that she's out for revenge. I don't know why. I just really do. It might be the fact that she's got a surname Hatchaway. It just makes me think Hatchet, and then it just takes me down a dark path. And she is a ghost. She might have a little bit of anger in her. As I said, she did die of a broken heart, the poor woman. So yeah, but I thought the styling of her with the old sort of style clothing just worked out beautifully. So yeah, absolutely beautiful styling on her, and she looks just exactly like she should be living in this house. Say hello to CH Bride, my character creation for the DDV collab based on Constance Hatchway. I took inspiration from the Florida lot, the comics, animation, and movies, and added a bit of my own imagination in for fun for a house, 1313 Esplanade Street, which is also in my gallery. No CC, have a frightfully good visit, and be sure to haunt all the other creators using hashtag DDVCollab. Thank you, CalamityRaine. She came out looking fantastic, which then takes us through to the Haunted Mansion, which was also created by CalamityRaine. And this house is utterly stunning. Look at that. Um, yeah, wow. Just the way it's kind of put together, the spandrels and the columns and the fencing. I mean, they just add this beautiful decorative effect to the outside of the house. And then you kind of have the different layers as well, which I really love. So you kind of got the two bottom floors, moving up to a smaller, squarer top floor, and then you've kind of got the little tower at the back, the chimneys, the way that it's all been styled just fits, I think, very perfectly with the New Orleans kind of feel. And then you kind of get round to the side and you see all these graves, and you're like, this is interesting and a little scary. Ooh, I wonder what's been happening here, the history of this place. There's definitely a history to this place. I mean, I love that fountain, like in the seating area. You've got kind of the glowing well there. I love the shot of coming through the trees into this beautiful house. It's like so beautifully old school. It's stunning. Look at the flooring in this room. So, Calamity's done some beautiful custom flooring here. And the whole style of this build, in each of the rooms, I feel like there's just like this little touch of supernatural, like the little gnome in the corner there. Very creepy. And then, like, you've got this beautiful muted lighting and kind of like browns everywhere. And it's just like brown on brown on brown. But there's something so lush and luxe and gorgeous about that. It's like a richness to that. When you sort of look at the wood on the wood on the wood, and yeah, it just feels very rich. And then you have this beautiful, spacious kitchen, like a big double kitchen. You could really feed a whole lot of people in this kitchen, which I think is the idea behind it, because there is a very large entertainment space that we'll be looking at, and you would be having a lot of guests in through here. So the fact that you've got a large kitchen to feed all the guests, and again, like this, the little scary touch with the spectre on the table, in each of the rooms, there's just something like that, which I think is really cool. So this is the entertainment area, and what I'm going to say is the ballroom. You've got the dining table, which I think is, going to be great for hosting the dinners and that. And then you sort of look up and look at the ceiling and the different layers going up and how that's kind of been done. I thought that was really cool with the different layers. And then if you caught it, there was Constance. She was wanting the what's it called? I always forget the name of them. I know it's not a piano; it's a pipe organ. I don't know why I struggle with that, but I do. Anyway, every time. So yeah, again, just like the brown on the brown on the brown with the wood, and like fireplaces everywhere, and that made sense to me because there was four chimneys on the roof, and it all just sort of made sense. And A picture of Lab with the claws through it. So this is heading up onto the second floor, and this is the first of the bedrooms. And this is definitely a master suite style bedroom. It's large. You've got lots of fabulous furniture. The paranormal style TV crackling away there. It's just like, ee. And I love just all the furnishings, like the little globe bar in the corner, and again the fireplace, and just how gorgeous and luxe, like the heavy drapery as well, just gorgeous. And this was the ensuite to this bedroom. Absolutely stunning. I love the choice of using the glass wall to divide that shower, and the flooring was absolutely stunning. And then you get a walk-in wardrobe as well, all custom made, by the way. So, you know, there's a lot of work done into that walk-in wardrobe in terms of making it, you know, something individual, which I thought was absolutely very cool. We had a couple of these bathrooms here, just sort of like the guest bathrooms dotted about the house. I think in total there was about 5 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. This is my favorite bedroom, the purple room. It's just it's just this little splash of color in what has been you know, a little bit of a darker toned home. And it just stands out, but there's like little paranormal things all over the place in this room, which I thought was really cool. And then we got to get to my very favorite part of the room, which is just you kind of, you know, you're kind of looking around the room, and then you look up, and it's like, oh, wow, look at that starry sky. Isn't that gorgeous? And then that had an ensuite, which is this little bathroom right here. Beautiful bath. And I love the pictures on the wall. And again, just using the glass wall as the divider there on the side, I thought that was perfect. And a walk-in wardrobe as well. But this time it gets an ottoman, which I thought was really cool. A little pop of colour in there, which matches the room, because the room had those little pops of colour with the purple. So it made sense to me. Then we headed out into the landing on the second floor. So there's like lots of beautiful paintings around the place, and we've got the piano, lots of seating. The paintings really do add to the mood of this landing area, which I thought was really cool. It's just kind of feels a little gloomy in places, you know, with the sad lady, and then you've got Vlad standing there, and you know, things like that. So is that Vlad? I feel like it's Vlad. And then like the little pictures everywhere, just again just using that dark on dark aesthetic, but it really does work for this home. It just really makes it look so lush and luxe and beautiful. Then we headed up to the third floor. So this is a landing on the third floor, and I feel like we're about to get a little visit from Constance. Hey Constance, how are you? She's had a sleep somewhere. And that takes us into the less luxe bedrooms, but I feel like these are more guest bedrooms, but they're still really nice. I love the teal on the wall in this room. I thought that was a beautiful choice mixed with the brown. And then that had like a little guest bathroom off to the side, again, just bringing that little touch of teal. And then the flickering lights, woo, in the bedroom here. So going into a dusky pink, and I love that bed choice for this room. I thought that was absolutely gorgeous, and again with the TV. Creepy throughout. And then that had a little ensuite as well, which I thought was gorgeous. Then we have this very large study slash hobby room. Lots of little supernatural elements in this room. We have like the glowing part of the desk. We had the raven, which is flowing off. And then there was like the seance table and the crystal balls and the hand, and yeah, it's just like definitely got those little supernatural elements. So you look at the fireplace, and there's like a little spectre and a ghost. It's like boo. Running through there, which I thought was really cool. And I love the choice of curtains in this room as well, with the touch of, you know, like the lace on the edge of it. I thought that was really good. And also the mouse. Oh, hi, Mousy. Then there was this little double single room off to the side. This almost feels like, I think you could utilize this either as a kid's room or as a servant's room, depending on how you wanted to kind of go with it. It looks more like a kid's room to me, but there isn't, like, you know, a lot of toys in there. So I think you go both directions with that one. And then a little ensuite there, and then we've got a laundry room as well. So, you know, you got to take care of the laundry business. That is the fabulous haunted mansion. I thought KalamityRaine did an amazing job with this. It's on the gallery, 1313 Esplanade Street. It has a few lot traits and a lot challenge attached to it as well. So it's got the spooky lot challenge. And welcome to the Haunted Mansion, my creation for the DDV collab. I took inspiration from the Florida lot, the comics, animations, and movies, and added a bit of my own imagination in for fun. No CC, no tool, in-game BBB used. Don't forget our resident ghost, CH Bride, who's available in my gallery as well. Have a frightfully good time and be sure to visit all the creators